Hey guys, Jordan and Ben here. We're actually in Botkins, Ohio. We're about to go into the live recording for the worship album at Only Believe Ministries, and we're going to talk to Nicole Waters and Ashley Rogers. Been long-time worship leaders here. Actually, Ashley, man, when I first was in the youth center, she was the worship leader, and she's been a worship leader forever. And one thing we appreciate and know about our worship team is that they've had a dream of writing music for a long time. Even you'll hear Nicole talk about how it's been decades with different words spoken over them and different dreams that they've even had of writing music for our church and all that. And we're just excited to interview them and get a little more in depth about what their dreams are for the worship ministry and how that looks and how it comes about. And I think they'll encourage you a little bit with what they're going to share. So come on in. Ladies, we're excited to interview you. We know that Only Believe has a worship album coming out soon, and you two are very integral in that. And we love to interview dreamers and people who've even had dreams for a long time and haven't seen things come about, but they're still pursuing things. And so you guys are inspirations to us to continue to pursue our dreams, as you guys have been waiting and pursuing a dream of creating music for 30 years now? Years.
Shh, don't tell
Sorry, not 30 years, just
Stop it.
over a decade.
Taking age
that.
off.
So talk just a little bit about that process of, you had a word years ago and even dreams but you're still pursuing them. And finally, that dream is coming out soon.
Truly, it's exciting. How long have you been a worship leader before I was?
Since I was 12 in the youth center.
Thrown into it.
Thrown into being a worship leader in the youth center. And I think from that moment on, I've been prophesied over of writing music and creating music. And it was that long ago. And it's come to fruition now. But it never left. It was always there.
It's always in your heart, somewhere
Always
that
there.
you think one day you're going to be a part of a band. I remember my daughter, she wants to be in this band, and I want my own band. And I said, I have a band every week that shows up free. And it's called our worship team,
Right.
and we enjoy being together. But no, it is a dream, and it's always inside you. It's just whenever I sat down to do it by myself, it didn't work. And I didn't understand why. The words sounded just not right. And it wasn't coming true all the way. It was something I was trying to facilitate. But when you wait on God to facilitate the dream for you, and it's in His timing, it just happens.
Absolutely. I think it's step-by-step obedience.
Oh,
One step of obedience, I'm going to do something towards it today. Another step of obedience. And when you look back, you're like, oh, I'm here.
yeah.
You're right.
I got here.
Yeah.
How did it happen?
Yeah.
But I'm here now.
Yes. It's exciting once you arrive here, knowing that today we think we've arrived here, but tomorrow we're going to look at where we've arrived today and go, yeah, that wasn't all the dream. There's more. There's more. It just keeps unfolding.
One thing, we just got out of talking with Nicole and Ashley, and one thing that really just kind of hit home with me, because it was the same thing happened in my life, was when I first went to Honduras, it was 16, and I'm 28 right now. And for the last 12 years, it's just like the Lord hasn't let me forget that thing He placed inside of me, that desire to touch Honduras and Central America. And so it's just really cool to see other people that haven't given up on a dream that would considered, some people may consider it to be expired, I guess you could say, but with Jesus there's no shelf life on your dream. So it's not like if it's not done by this date, then it's dead. There is no shelf life. So if you're 50 and you were called to do something and you knew it when you were in your 20s, it's still possible and it's still going to happen.
So tonight is actually a big deal for me because I have ran from what God has purposed me to do in life, and that is to lead worship for His kingdom. And tonight's my first night really doing anything this serious in a while. So it's been about 3 years. And so I'm just really excited because this is a dream of mine, to lead others into God's presence and to just let chains be broken and lives to be set free. And I'm just very, very glad and very blessed that God has given me that opportunity and the privilege to do that for His kingdom.
Well, normally someone would say that God would move, but I'm going to say that I'll probably say the same thing, because we build up to this moment just to see that God would make a way through people, maybe people that haven't been coming to church or whatever it may be, so that God would touch them through this. This recording has been a long process, so we want to see God do something big.
Oh, I just can't wait to see what God's going to do through these songs tonight. I'm especially excited about the original songs.
Well, did I play all my parts right? That will make me really happy.
I am so excited for this Worship Live CD because I know God is going to show up. It's going to be powerful. And we wrote 2 songs out of the CD, and that's amazing.
To be able to relax after this is over. Spent a few nights in here till 2 a.m. by myself during the week. Makes for a short night of sleep when you gotta be up at 6.
I'm excited for the presence of God to fall in this house. That's why I'm excited.
Praising the Lord and being excited, signs and wonders, healings and miracles, and people go away, each of us changed for being here in the atmosphere of praise.
What we'll hear after the recording, from what people will experience in their cars and in their home with the CDs.
I'm excited for the presence of God to come during worship. It's just a time to come together in unity as the church, as a church body. I'm super excited that our worship team has wrote some original songs. God just blessed them to write some songs, and it's going to be a powerful time. And it's just a beautiful thing when we all come together, sing a song together unto our Lord, and it's going to be an awesome time of worship. So that's what I'm excited for.
Shouting my praises, you go before, fighting the battle, winning the war. And my praise goes on and it never stops, and your love endures forever. And my praise goes on and it never stops, and your love endures forever. Let praise arise, let praise arise. Praise arise, let praise arise. The battle is raging, I won't back down. Satan's defeated, proclaim it now. Shouting my praises, you go before, fighting the battle, winning the war. Praise goes up and the walls come down. Praise goes up and the battle is over. Praise goes up and the walls come down. Praise goes up and the battle is over. Praise goes up and the walls come down. Praise goes up and the battle is over. Praise goes up and the walls come down. Praise goes up and the battle is over. Praise goes up and
so good, but just like you just want to eat. You gotta refuel. So that's these people. We refuel with these people. These are our family. These are our friends. These are the people you blood, sweat, and tears with, and you eat together. You break bread.
I loved it. It was powerful. And again, my favorite song is Let Me Thread.
You have like this twist.
Hashtag OBM worship.
Tonight, the Lord remained faithful as He always has. It was beautiful. The best part of the night was the last song when we got Trey. Best part of the night. Come on, Simmons, we got room.
We had to press through technicalities first. We had to forget about skill and effectiveness and just let God take over. And I think He did. And I think in the end it paid off.